Hello everyone, how you doing? My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and this is a little quick daily pick a card reading for Tuesday the 27th of June, but you know, it's a timeless reading. So pile number 1 is the Howlite, pile number 2 is the pink rhodochrosite, and pile number 3 is the blue epithet. So I will just give you a second to you know, choose your pile. Okay. Time's up. Okay, so pile number 1, the Howlite. Okay, so you guys have watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax. Ooh, you got 2 very similar cards. Pile number 1, passion and pleasure, savor your life, if I can talk. Oh, you have the 2 of Cups coming together. So for the sake of symmetry, let's do it like that. And you have the Swallow and you have official person. Okay. So in this deck, the Swallow talks about a long journey. I feel like you're coming together with someone, like with the 2 of Cups. Sorry about the glare. Is that better? Why is everything difficult? Okay, there we go. Is that better? I think I just made it though. Oh my god, Diane, just stop trying. I'm just gonna put it back where it was. Okay, there we go. You get to see my crappy bit of the house there. Okay, sorry about that. Pile number 1. Pile number 1, we're back. So this, you know, the 2 of Cups, I feel like you're coming together with someone. I feel like, you know, for those of you that this would apply to, it's romance, okay? And I feel like it's been a long journey towards each other, okay? If if you've picked this pile and it definitely could not be romance, this could be like a business partner or a friend or something that you've been waiting to meet. And this could be someone that you already know, or it could be someone that you've yet to meet, you know, but it's like, I think it's been a long journey towards each other, because the 2 of Cups talks about like a fated connection, you know, like a best friend, like a past life soulmate, a romantic soulmate that you're destined to be with. And I feel like I always get with this 2 of Cups, you see how they're holding that pearl? I feel like this is someone that you're meant to create something with, because they're both looking at that pearl. Now that could be a child, it could be the birth of a child, it could be the birth of a business venture that you guys are going to do together. But I feel like this is someone that it's like in your destiny to meet them. And it's, you know, like I said, with the Swallow, it's been a long road towards each other, but it's coming together. And for a lot of you, it's romance. Now, with official person, this person could have some kind of official job, you know, because he's got his little uniform on. You will focus, camera. Yeah. Who's your daddy? So with the official person card, you know, like he's got his little uniform on and stuff. So this could be like someone that has, you know, like a kind of official job, you know. So I don't know what that would be, but I don't know, like teacher, lawyer, manager, maybe they own their own business, like something, you know, maybe like, yeah, doctor, nurse, I don't know, something. They're proper, okay? Like this person's proper, they got a good job, like they have good reputation. And I feel like it's coming to a time now where you almost don't need to worry anymore. I mean, I'm sure you still will because you're human, pile number 1, but you have watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax. And you have the passion and pleasure card, savor your life, which always reminds me of the sacral chakra, which is about, you know, doing nice things for yourself, spoiling yourself, like self-indulgence, you know, this kind of thing, like grooming, you know, being nice to yourself. I just feel like you're coming into a place now, like this journey towards the soulmate. whatever form they're taking it may have been like taking a long time, and you're like, oh my god, when are they coming? You're coming to a point now where you're going to be able to just kind of relax, because you know this person's coming, or you're going to like meet them very soon, and then you'll just be able to kind of relax, you know, like there won't be any stress, like those, you know, that downtime that you have, like you won't have to be like, oh my god, like when is this person coming? It's just going to be, you know, you're just going to be like happy and enjoying your life. And I feel like you'll be very happy with this person. There is something that you're supposed to create. So I don't know if like some of you are going to go into business with this person, and if that's the case, you know, maybe like your workload's going to be halved, or halved as the actual word. You know, or maybe you're going to move in together or something, but it's just, you're just going to be a lot more relaxed, a lot more happy, like very grounded, and really just enjoying life. And you may even notice that that's the point that you're getting to now. So if that's the point that you're getting to now, it's almost like your soul has already started to relax because they know this person's coming, if you know what I mean. So if you have noticed recently that you've been feeling like a lot more tired or sleepy, or you're like, I just want to chill, and you know, you're just kind of not worried, that's probably because the soulmate is getting ready to enter your life, because your soul knows, you know. So that's your message, pile number one. I hope it was a useful reading. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I wish you many, many blessings, love and light. Take care. Pile number two, you guys with the pink rhodochrosite, right? Okay, you guys have distant thunder, clear the air. I always think of that as like the tower, right? I always think that's the tower card in this deck. Oh, that's really weird. You have the Judgment card, Blossom, in this deck, which was in exactly the same place yesterday, if I recall correctly. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, you have the Sun, and you have sudden wealth. Okay, pile number two. I don't know what you're doing, but something's about to go really, really well for you. So, okay, you're about to become rich, or like there's about to be a sudden influx of wealth for you for some reason or another. Like you have the 777 there, which is like manifesting miracles kind of thing, dreams coming true, plans coming together. And I feel like it's going to happen quite suddenly. It may also be something to do with your divine path. Card doesn't want to focus. There we go. You see how you have the 11? Like the number 11 is often significant, like referring to like a divine path. And you know, with the Tower, that's usually something happening quite quickly. I feel like this money, or the wealth, whatever you want to call it, is going to come in very quickly. But I do feel like it's to do with abundance, right? So that can come in a lot of different ways. It can come in like a lump sum of money, you know, or you know, maybe your business is going to take off and you get a lot of clients, or it's going to come in some way. But I feel like it's to do with like your material comfort, you know, like material abundance, whether that's, you know, moving into a house that you really like, or, you know, selling your house and getting the money or something. And you have the Sun here, so this is something that's going to make you really, really happy. And the Sun also talks about abundance. There's something here, this is what came up yesterday. You see how, so the Judgment in this is the Judgment card in this deck, if I can get the words out. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words today. Something is blossoming. The Judgment card in the Tarot is the penultimate card, so it's like the last card in the series before you go back to the beginning. So you're very, very close to the end of something. I always see the Judgment card like, you know, if the last card in the deck is like a house, you're at the gate of the house. That's how close you are to this thing. And you see how you have the Sun here and this like ball of fire that she's created? I feel like this could be to do with something that you've created for a lot of you. Now, that could be a lot of different things, you know, but I feel like this is something that you've created. I also feel like it's going to be like a snowball effect. That's what they just showed me. Like, you know, it's something that started off small and you kept working and you kept working and it's gaining momentum. Something's gaining momentum and it's about to take off. And, you know, she always reminds me of the Empress. So I feel like this is abundance. You've created something that's going to manifest in the form of like material wealth and abundance, and I feel like it's going to come in quite fast. So like, you know, like if you started a business, or you started like applying for a bunch of jobs or something like that, something's going to come in very fast, and I think it'll shock you. You know, it's kind of like from 0 to 100. But it's going to make you very happy. You're going to be happy. Okay. Also, that's what was coming through. Like with the sun, it can talk about being in the spotlight, you know, because I feel like this is something maybe you're blossoming into it. So it could be something that you created that started off small, and like the more your confidence has been growing and like this passion that you have, because it's something, it's like your baby. Whatever this is, it's like your baby and you're very proud of it, you know, and you have a lot of passion for it, and that's why it's taking off, because you have this love for it. But it could be something to do with like you being in the spotlight or something, and it's like your confidence has grown and grown and grown until you're like, yeah, like I'm ready for this, and that's why it's coming in now, or it's coming in very, very soon, pile 2, okay? So that is your message. I hope it was a useful message. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I wish you many, many blessings. Love and light. Take care. Pile number 3, you guys have the blue apatite. I love this crystal. This is rough blue apatite. It's really, really good for the throat chakra. Like when I first bought this, I held it for a while and it was like it was on fire. Like I've never responded to a crystal as well as I did to that one. And it's like £1 or something. It's not expensive either. In case anyone is, you know, struggling with their throat chakra, I can really recommend that crystal. So you guys have, oh, you have the Hierophant Teach. You have In the Flow, everything is smooth sailing. You have Reaching Your Destination. Your light is shining brightly. So I feel like this is something to do with the end of a long path that you've got to, but you're coming towards your destination. And you see how there's a little butterfly there? It's like you're coming out of the chrysalis. And, you know, you may be in the spotlight or something, pile number 3. Because the Hierophant... Sorry, I got distracted there. Like that little dog that's sitting next to her foot. I was like, why is there a raccoon sitting next to her foot? That's weird, but it's not. It's a dog. I have no idea what a raccoon spirit animal means, but maybe you want to look that up. It might be relevant. I have no idea what it means. It could be something to do with like wearing a mask, like you've taken off a mask. Because pile number 3, and it's so weird, I feel like this is what pile 3 said yesterday. You may be destined for some kind of managerial role, or like a teacher role, like, you know, like an actual teacher, because she looks like she's teaching children. So maybe some of you are, you know, teaching the little ones or teaching high schoolers. I will say a prayer for you. You know, or maybe it's like teaching in college, or you're, you know, it's like a YouTube channel, or you're starting like a Reiki business or a tarot business or reflexology, but there, or, you know, a managerial position in your field of work, or a team leader, writing a book, counselor, something where you're in a position of authority. Because the Hierophant talks about someone with the sacred knowledge who gives it to others, right? You know, someone who is wise, someone who, like, what, you know, when people, when they speak, people are like, oh, okay, cool, like that's interesting, like I needed that information. So this is where you were initially this is where you've always supposed to have ended up. Okay, whatever this is. So you're nearly there, and yeah, like with your light is shining brightly, I feel like you're going to be in a leadership role in some way, and they want you to know you're good, like you're done. See, you may have, I don't know, maybe you were drawn to pile number 1, I don't know, but you may have been feeling like very tired or something, or you may have been feeling like something, like you've achieved something. That, you know, when you get that kind of, when you get relaxed and happy, because I don't know, like maybe an exam is finished and you're like, oh, thank God, I can rest now. That may be what you've been feeling recently, because I feel like you're coming to the end of a very long road where you've been trying to achieve this thing, this leadership status or this management status, and you've done it. So now everything's going to be smooth sailing, and that's like a little Santa sleigh. So it's almost like the universe is about to bring you your blessings. It's like Christmas, you know, like the presents are coming. You know, for those of you who don't know Santa, I don't know if there is people who don't know Santa, I'm sure there is, but you know, he brings presents, right? Like on Christmas Eve. So it's like your presents are coming now, okay? Because you reached the end of your journey, you got to where you're supposed to be, you're coming out of the chrysalis, and look, you're gonna go live in a little castle now. You're about to get your fairy tale ending, is what I feel for you, pile 3. And the Hierophant also talks about having faith. So I feel like this is something that you've managed to achieve because you had faith, right? Being open to what the universe tried to get you to do, because it does seem to be something to do with your destiny. And with the blue apatite, that's about manifesting. It could be, again, blue apatite is to do with the throat chakra. So this could be, and you know, that's what I wanted to say with the raccoon, because they wear, well, they don't wear dye, oh my God. They have like those little eye patches that look like a little mask, right? So it feels like maybe your throat chakra, you've always maybe had problems with your throat chakra, and now that's finally coming to an end. Because it's something to do, I want to say it's something to do with speaking, you know, or communicating in some way, communicating this knowledge that you have. But maybe, you know, before you always wore a mask and you pretended like you didn't know, so people wouldn't ask you or something because you were shy and you didn't want to be in the spotlight or whatever it is, right? I think that's about to come to an end. Yeah, you have occupation, so this is something to do with your job. And I feel like it's something you've worked very hard at, you see? She's like, nose to the grindstone. So you may have been, it may not have been an easy path, right? Because she looks like super bummed. You know, it's like that kind of, if I can get her to focus. Ugh, I hate it when it focuses like that, it makes me feel kind of ill. There we go. It's obviously something, because see, she's working at nighttime as well, so this could be something, you know, you had to work really hard, like you've not had a lot of holidays, you've not been able to see your friends, but it's going to pay off, okay? So it's been a really long road, but you're there. That's what they want you to know, okay? And you have the Panther, which is, let me just check for this deck. Reserved power, strength, and the unknowable. So yeah, you see how that Panther, I feel like you're not afraid to kind of bite, you know what I mean? It's like you found your inner reserve of power and you're like, here I am, and you're not going to go looking for a fight, but you're in that stage now. I think you've learned boundaries, which I always associate with the throat chakra. You know, because when it's closed, you just let people walk all over you. Like if they insult you or challenge your authority, you're just kind of like, oh, well, that's okay. I'll just go fuck myself. But now you're in this place with the Panther. You're like, no, I found my inner tiger, my inner Panther. That's not happening. And you know, when you're in a position of authority, that's what you need to be able to do. Because there's always some like a-hole that, you know, wants to like be a big shot and like challenge the person in authority, right? Like some, you know, whatever. And that's fine. But you know, if your throat chakra is not open, you're not going to be able to deal with that very well. But I feel like you've really found your boundaries, and it's like you've achieved this inner power. It's almost like you couldn't have this authority until you were able to kind of hold your ground and have these boundaries, you know. Like have a conversation with, I don't know, say you're a manager and it's like one of your workers, like to be able to have a conversation with them where it's like very controlled, but you're still like, no, that's not happening. You know what I mean? Because she looks like a little bit of a crazy panther. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm super nice, like I'm a nice boss, but don't poke me. Don't mess with me or I will rip your face off. And also with the panther, it's like reserved, yeah, reserved power, which is the definition of a good leader. You know, someone that's like fair, someone that hears everyone out, but like, you know, they have boundaries, they stand their ground, but they're very reasonable. It's like reserved power, you know. But also it talks about the unknowable, that card. So, you know, that's kind of what the Hierophant represents. Like, you see how she has the steps behind her? Because it's like you're bridging the knowledge, you know, like this kind of unattainable knowledge that only some people have, right? Because like not everybody, for example, can teach chemistry, right? Only people that know about chemistry can teach chemistry, right? Or whatever this topic is that you're teaching about is some kind of knowledge that you've earned that, like, you know, not very many people know about. But I feel like it's been a long path for you and it's not been very fun, but Spirit wants you to know that you're there and it's going to pay off, okay? You may also have been attracted to pile 2. So that was your message, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I wish you many blessings. Love and light. Take care.